If you're on the hunt for a high-rise luxury condo building here in the Atlanta area that has just spacious condo units and has a really well-built quality building, well then one building I want to recommend to you today is the Brookwood. It is located here in the southern portion of the Buckhead area. I'm actually walking right up to it along Peachtree Road, and I'm going to show you inside, show you the amenities. I've got a couple of condo examples, a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom, so stay tuned. But my name is Molly. Welcome back to my channel where I talk all things living here in the Atlanta area. So if you're thinking about making a move, whether it's a condo or a house, reach out to me. Don't be shy. I would love to help you out. All my contact information is down in the comment section. Now, before I take you inside, let me just give you an overview of where we are at. So like I said, the Brookwood building is in the southern Buckhead neighborhood. Now, if you've been kind of on the fence whether you want to live in Midtown or Buckhead, this is kind of an in-between spot. It's kind of in between the hearts of both of these areas. More closer to Midtown than I would say the heart of Buckhead, to be honest with you. Now, if you're wondering what is around here, well, along Peachtree Road, you know, you're going to find a few little restaurants sprinkled in here and there. There's a Mexican restaurant a block away. There's a Sufi's Persian restaurant right across the street. There's 3 restaurants at the bottom of the Brookwood building itself. There is a Starbucks up the way, a newly remodeled Chick-fil-A, and hey, if you are looking for a hospital or a doctor's office, just a block away is the Piedmont Hospital. I mean, they also have a pediatric center, and that's where I take my kids. So they also service adults too. So, you know, if you are looking for a hospital, that is right next door. Now, other things, you know, a lot of people ask me about, you know, where's the closest MARTA station? That is about 1.2 miles south of here over in the Midtown area. It'd be a little bit of a walk, especially if you're like carrying a suitcase to go to the airport. You might want to take an Uber to that MARTA station. But also, where is your closest grocery store? You're going to go 1.2 miles north and hit the the Peachtree Battle Shopping Center. You're going to find a Publix there, a bunch of little eateries and some boutique shops. But if you don't want to go that far, you can also go just 0.6 miles north and there is a Fresh Market grocery store. That's a little bit more of a bougie grocery store. You're going to pay a little bit more of a premium to shop there, but hey, there's some great produce and fun things to look at in that grocery store. Other things I want to point out, behind this building about 0.6 miles away, you're going to hit the Northside Beltline Trail. I'll talk more about that after we tour the condo units here because I will show you that. But it's about a 0.6 mile walk that you can hit up and get on the Beltline Trail and then hit the Bobby Jones golf course. So more on that later. Stay tuned. Let me get in my car and I'm going to just show you how you actually enter this building if you are driving. It has a very secure parking deck, so let me go inside and then we'll get the keys and we'll show you the amenities next. So I just parked on a guest parking spot here on level P3, and I will say there are 34 guest parking spots, so I've usually never had a problem coming here and parking as a guest. But one other thing I wanted to point out about this Brookwood building, right behind me there is access to a little dog park. So if you have a dog, they have a dedicated dog area that you can take your dog. You basically just cut across from the P3 elevator across the parking lot and over to that little spot. So yeah, if you have a dog, this building is definitely dog friendly. Okay, I'm gonna head inside and go get some keys and show you the amenities next, and then we'll head up to those condo units. It has gotten chilly. I don't know where the sun went, so I'm going to try to give you a brief description of this building before I head inside and show you those condo units. So great amenities, right? So you got a saltwater pool. I love the big green space. I see people, you know, they've got their grandkids here visiting and they'll be kicking a ball in that green field space. Like I said, there is that dog park area. Now, again, if you have grandkids coming to visit you, you can walk them over to, there's a couple of parks over by that north side Beltline Trail. I'll show you that here a little bit later, but there's Ardmore Park, which has a little bit of an older playground. But if you walk a little further on the Beltline Trail, you'll hit Tanyard Creek Park, and there is a cute little playground there. But honestly, your kids might want to play in that beautiful saltwater pool. Probably not in the wintertime, it's a little cold, but in the summertime, it is gorgeous there. So they got a nice gym and a couple other things that they have here. 24-hour concierge. They have a couple of guest suites. So if you've got guests coming over, don't want them staying in your condo unit, they could stay there instead of a hotel for a much more discounted rate. Let's see, what else am I forgetting about this building? It is a LEED certified building. So that is something that's extra special about this building as well. It's just really quality built. I had an inspector inspect one of these units here for a client of mine, and he was like, yeah, this building is super solid. Now let me give you a couple of quick details about this building. The Brookwood was built in 2010. There are 219 units and there are 19 floors. The HOA fee is 54.6 cents per square foot, and as far as utilities, that will cover your internet and your gas. So you're on the hook for water and electric. Now you can find 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom units here, although I haven't really seen a lot of 1-bedroom units for sale, so I don't know if there's that many of them. The majority of them are going to be 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom, but on average for a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, you're going to pay around $608,000, and that'll get you just over 1,400 square feet. But I have seen them range anywhere from $550,000 on the low end to $775,000 on the upper end. But average, you're going to be paying around $774 per month in an HOA fee. Now for a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, you're going to be paying around on average $773,000. That will get you about 1,968 square feet. And I would say again, the range for a 3-bedroom can be anywhere from $650,000. I saw one that sold for $975,000, but expect to pay just over $1,000 per month in an HOA fee. Now, the price of the unit itself will really just kind of depend on where it's located, what the layout is, and what kind of extra features it has. So now I am really cold, so let's go inside and go and check out a 2-bedroom unit first. Okay, so I'm on the 8th floor. I'm in unit 804. This is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a little bonus room that you're going to see that you can make into an office or maybe like your Peloton room. This is 1,521 square feet. So I think this is on the larger size for a 2-bedroom unit in this building. It is listed for $674,900, and the HOA fee, I got to look at my notes here, is $831 a month. Now remember, there's a lot of different floor plans for a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom option, but you'll see that all of these have kind of similar finishes, similar cabinetry, granite countertops, and they have the Viking appliance package. The color scheme may be a little bit different. And again, if this layout isn't for you, there are definitely some other options. But actually, this is the only 2-bedroom condo unit that is currently for sale right now. Now, if you're watching this a year from now, who knows what will be available. But hey, that's why you reach out to me and I can tell you what is available and we can go take a look. So if you want to schedule that time with me, just reach out below. Don't hesitate to hit me up and we can discuss what you're looking for. But okay, enough said, let's tour this unit. Okay, so what did you think about this unit? Yes, no? I mean, I will say this unit, along with all of the units in this building, they were built with really good, solid quality materials. I mean, all of the doors are a good, solid thickness. They are not the chintzy, cheap, plywood that you'll find in some, especially like apartment buildings. But no, this is good quality materials that they are using in these units. And I will say, this building is super quiet. Like, I have never heard a neighbor noise, anything like that. So if you're looking for a quiet building, this definitely has that. And one thing I do love is just that you get this little extra nook. So if you're really wanting, 2 bedrooms and an office, well, you can have that in this unit. You've got that little extra nook area that you can make it whatever you wanted. So nice spacious unit here. And if you're wondering, what are we facing right here? This is a west facing view. So you're going to be looking into a neighborhood called Ardmore. That's the direction you go to hit the north side belt line that I was mentioning earlier in this video. So that's where we're facing. You get pretty views of all the trees. And right now we're in the fall, so you're going to see all the pretty leaves changing colors. And then of course you get the view of the beautiful courtyard of this building. So there you go. There's the example of a 2-bedroom unit. Now I'm going to head up a few floors and show you an example of a 3-bedroom unit coming up next. Okay, so now I'm on the 16th floor. I'm in unit 1607. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath condo unit with 1,700 square feet. It's listed for $719,000 and the HOA is $821 a month. Now, this unit in particular is a corner unit, so you're going to get some Buckhead skyline views, and you'll also get some eastern city views. I will say right now in the fall time, you see all the different pretty colored leaves on the trees. It's really nice. Now this does run right along Peachtree Road, so you're going to see the traffic going along Peachtree Road. You'll hear a little bit of that traffic noise too, but it's not really that bad at all. So you're going to notice that a lot of finishes in here are very similar to what you saw in the other unit. That's just how these units are. It's all kind of the same material, maybe different color schemes. But let me give you a look around. Now, as you are watching this tour, you may have seen this white building next door and wondered, what is that? So this actually just went up in the last couple of years, and this is the Shepherd Center. So it houses families that need some temporary occupancy for a loved one that's attending the Piedmont Hospital, and they're going to be a little bit of a longer term patient. So it gives the family somewhere to kind of camp out and stay. But one thing I love about this layout in particular is this third bedroom. You could really make this kind of a bonus room. I've seen seen people turn this into a giant closet, like a boutique closet. This person obviously has made this into kind of like a den room. You could make it an office. So there's a lot of opportunities and different things you could do with this bedroom. Now, you also notice that there wasn't really a dining room space, but you could certainly fit a small table right in between the window and the island. So there's definitely some space for some kind of eating area. So, okay, there you go. That's an example of a 3-bedroom condo unit. Remember, there are different layouts in this building. So if this one wasn't for you, there are certainly others. So just reach out to me and we can discuss about what those other options might be when you are ready to start looking. So, okay, now I'm going to go outside this building and walk around to the Beltline. I'm going to just show you kind of how easy it is to stroll over there. It's about 0.6 miles. So if you're wanting some green space, a place to take a leisurely walk or a run, you're not too far away. So stay tuned for that. Okay, I had to throw my jacket on because it got a little bit chilly out here, but this is the north side of Beltline Trail. Now, it is not all done. A lot of people don't even know it exists unless you live over here. It's just about under a mile stretch that's completed right now, but eventually it'll brush up just around Piedmont Hospital, and then it'll head over into the Peachtree Hills neighborhood. So that'll be another access point about 0.5 miles away from the Brookwood if you just head straight up on Peachtree Road, and you'll eventually hit the Beltline. But until then, you can cut through the back part of the Brookwood building and you'll hit this. It's about 0.6 miles from the Brookwood building, and you can see right behind me, this is Tanyard Creek Park. This is a newer park, so if you've got kids or little ones visiting you, take them over here. They'll thank you. It's a really cute park. There's also the Ardmore Park. It's a little bit older, but still you can get some use off of it. But yeah, that's one thing I like about the Brookwood, is that if you are wanting a green space, even though you're living in a condo, you are very close to a trail that you could walk and jog around. And if you keep going a little further north on this trail, you're going to hit the Bobby Jones golf course, and there you can do a lap around that golf course. It's about a 2-mile loop. So if you did that loop plus this, you'd get about 3 miles of exercise in. So not a bad gig at all, right? So hey, you guys, that concludes my tour of the Brookwood condo building. If you have questions about this building or anything in general here in the Atlanta area, or if there's a building you want to see a particular tour on, reach out to me. Let me know if you're thinking about moving here, whether that's tomorrow or next year. Don't be shy. I'm here to help you out. All my contact information is down below. But you guys, it is time for me to head home. So thanks for joining me today. If you see me out in the wild, make sure you say hello. I'd like to say thank you for watching my channel. I truly do appreciate it. But until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.